14 shutouts in Ravens history. And we witnessed one Sunday. Let's get it. Let's go.
Introducing the Couch Rider Raven Report. Let's go. Ravens, Ravens, Ravens. Couch Rider. Ravens, Ravens, Ravens. We gon' ride out. Ravens, Ravens, Ravens. Couch Rider. We gon' ride out.
For some of you Twitter gangsters, this is just a hobby, original sports perspective. You can't stop me. Couch Rider Report, it's reflective. Please respect it. You will get checked, and your knowledge will be tested. I ain't the coldest Raven, but this is my show. Shout out to the Barry White rap for the beat, though. Hey, welcome back. Welcome back to the home of original sports perspective. I am your host, Jermaine Lockett, the Couch Rider Raven. Right next to me is my main man, Cam Rue. The screen's blank, but you know he'll be here in just a second because he is on time today. So please hit the like button, hit subscribe, and smack that bell so you know when it's going down. And guess what, y'all? We got a sponsor. We have a sponsor today. So today's sponsor is Square Up with Trey. Check it out, y'all. I know you already watching the game anyway for the Super Bowl. So it's time to square up with Trey. Trey's running classic football squares. Simple, fun, and anybody can win. No complicated betting apps, no weird rules. Just pick a square, sit back, and let the game do the work. Whether you're in it for bragging rights or just a little bit of cash, Trey keeps it clean, fair, and transparent. Payouts are clear, boards feel fast, and once the squares are gone, poof, they're gone. So don't just watch the Super Bowl. Square up with Trey. Details are in the description, or they will be. Lock in your square before kickoff. So, man, check it out. When it comes to the square ups, just simply hit me up if you are interested, and I'll get the price and information, all that stuff. We'll get squares out, and like I said, it'll be full, it'll be fair, it'll be transparent. We'll make sure we text everybody out of the square up with Trey is our new sponsor for the, I guess, for the remainder of the year. They will be sponsoring the program. So, all right, man. Cameron, what's up, man? What's up on the menu?
Protein pasta and salad. Easy money today.
Protein pasta. Oh, Lisa's back. Lisa's back. We thought you weren't gonna come back right there after last week, man. You had somebody on the Harbaugh train, and he was going crazy. Speaking of going crazy, Pittsburgh is really about to handle business. They just had one heck of a run back for the half. Good times. All right, so we still got to stay in contention, and we appreciate y'all coming through. We are ready to rock with our moment of controversy. Today's moment of controversy had me thinking about it, from previous Thanksgivings. When it came to your Thanksgiving, did you ever have that one guy or one gal who showed up? They showed up late, probably missed a prayer. Then they really ain't talked to much of anybody. Then they had the nerve to make multiple to-go plates for people who didn't show. You ever had somebody trifling like that show up to the daggone cookout to Thanksgiving? Because that just made me hot right here. Like, so the question of the day is it okay to make multiple to-go plates for people who ain't even there? The cookout at Thanksgiving? Is it right? Are you that person? That is the question, y'all. Because I feel like this is about the most trifling thing in the world. And I ain't going to call out nobody, but they know who they are. They know exactly who they are. Who show up. They're going to say, hey, God bless. God thank you. I'm going to get a couple plates right here. My baby mama and her sister and and my other girlfriend over here, they couldn't make it. They couldn't make it. Well, if they couldn't make it, guess what? You leave that plate right there. When they show up, then that's when they go ahead and get to eat. You got people right here that's present, waiting for seconds, and you making triple to-go plates. It's trifling. I want to hear y'all perspective on this, man. I like to run into the person who's making the plates. You know what? And you know, Wilbur would probably be the one making the plates like that. I just had that feeling Wilbur would be that one that would come up here and he would start making plates For everybody and their mom.
I'll be back.
Brooke said, "What's up?" Lisa says, "Hey, Jermaine and Cameroon, look out, Drake May. We're coming for you." After, oh yeah, I believe it. Pittsburgh they're gonna make it a little bit difficult for us because they just routed up Miami just now. Craziness, absolute craziness. So I'm still trying to wait on y'all so I can hear these opinions about these to-go plates because, like I said, it's just trifling. You got people, in my family, my family they slave all night. I don't want to say slave, I mean cook all night on the grill, smoking the ribs or whatever. And there's a lot of thought that goes into each dish. Greens, whether it be the greens, the sweet potato pie, the cheesecake, all these different amazing meals, and there's a lot of thought that goes into it. And all we asking is for fellowship. Stick around for a bit. Bring the person who's supposed to be eating there, because I got a problem. I got a huge problem. You come to the crib and you make several to-go plates and you ain't spoke to nobody, or you barely spoke to people. Maybe you shook a couple of hands and had conversation for 2 seconds, like, "Hey, yeah, what's going on, brother? Hey, how you long time? Hey, see, I'm going to the kitchen right quick, pick me a couple plates. Hey, I got here to get a run. I got to get to work or whatever. God bless. I'll see ya." Trifling, absolutely trifling. Brooke, I need a moderator virus. T4C needs to go. Let's see here, man. It's crazy though. Like, still want to hear their opinions. I know we were a little bit behind on the delay, but
It's a virus? Is this a virus?
no, it's some dude named Virus
Oh.
T4C or whatever. He's making a lot of emojis in here. I need Brooke to go ahead and boot him. If she don't, I will. But
Brooke, handle that.
So we'll go back. We'll come back once y'all start commenting on the triflingness of that one uncle that you have in your. Ooh, did I say uncle? Oh, my bad. I put it on blast. But yeah, that's our moment of controversy for today. Do we have a comment? Nope. There's still more of that T4. Okay, so I gotta boot him first. So let me just a second. We're gonna ban this user and their comments. Unless what, I think I might know who T4C is.
Somebody joking in the crib.
My spawn.
Wow.
All right, keep me entertained for a second. Let's hear your opinions about this while I go handle this problem. Be right back.
All right, folks. You know, keep me entertained while I'm eating. Anyway, Brooke, what you make for dinner? Lisa, what you cook today? Because we're going to wait for everybody to get up in here. I know people watching the game, they're probably checking it out right now. Unfortunately, Pittsburgh is up 14-3. Hopefully that can change soon. They usually break down in the fourth quarter. So hopefully Miami can keep it going. Nothing, you wasn't hungry? Don't you got kids, bro? You ain't going to feed nobody? You going to feed nobody, bro? Lisa, what you cook?
He claims it wasn't him.
Huh?
You ain't cook nothing? How you gonna claim that you ain't making macaroni on top of the stove?
Don't Brooke got kids? She ain't cook for the kids?
Yeah, she got a kid.
Unbelievable.
She ain't cook nothing. She gonna sit there probably on Thanksgiving like, "Hey, go on in there and fix you something to eat."
I got a nephew.
Oh, okay. So she had a nephew. I thought she had a kid. I thought she had one.
My bad. I apologize, bro.
Yeah,
I apologize to you.
She fed the kid. They want me to leave me. Oh no, Brooke, I took care of it. I took care of it already. Yeah, so that's what we talking about though with the to-go plates. Now we're gonna get over here. We going back to the game on Sunday. I mean, our post game thoughts. What are your thoughts about this absolute shellacking of the Cincinnati Bengals as far as the defense was showing?
Well, it was good for us to play great in all three phases for the first time. I mean, he shouldn't have had any. Lamar shouldn't have had a
Mm-hmm.
dog is behind me. I'm sorry. I was like, what is that? Lamar shouldn't have had a pick, but he played a good game. I mean, we started off slow, but it seems like it's starting to turn over. Hopefully, it's not too late, and we can continue this. And this is when the defense look when you shut down one of the best offenses, especially one of the best quarterbacks
Mm-hmm.
in the league. I hope that's motivation for the rest of the defense. And I think Zach Orr played. I think he called a great game. I think the defense just had between the fact of every coming in to talk to them and
Mm-hmm.
um,
You know what's funny?
players back. I think there was more.
Ray was there the week before.
Huh?
So Ray was there the week before talking to him.
I don't know if Ray actually talked. I think the whole team was just like there for the Western game. I think the last time
Ray had some time for the side.
I know he was there, but I think the last time he actually talked to him was when they played Cleveland.
Yeah.
Well, that was
like, you can't get up for Ray. Why you can't get up? But Ed obviously got something. He put some fire.
He actually, but I think it's different from you going there and you actually being there to talk to you, like talk to the team as a group, as a whole. I don't think Ray actually did that last week. Remember, last week was really about the 2000 team, so maybe he was there, amongst the guys that haven't been there. He probably wasn't actually talking to the team. Ray is always in someplace in the building, off and on. But
Facts.
like
these Dolphins ain't gonna do our dirty work for us at all. They just,
I hope they do, but it don't seem like it's going down that way right now.
That defense don't showed up in Pittsburgh. It's bad.
Yeah. It don't seem
back to this thing. So, what are your thoughts on the interception from Lamar? Like, what happened? Explain to us what happened there.
They got to catch the ball. Ain't nothing else. And he put it in the perfect spot. There's nothing else you can do. They catch the ball. Mm-hmm. He was wrong for that. That's why even after the interview, he didn't look too happy. You dropped the touchdown, and you forced the turnover.
Oh, hey, Rivory, man, I appreciate you. I just saw this. It says Zach Orr saved his job Sunday. Yeah, I think he made a good bid for a good turnaround for another season for us. I think, of course, one game ain't going to do it. You got to line these things up because when it comes down to it, right now the Ravens, they are still, as far as pass defense and yards per game allowed, it's the numbers they're not showing what they truly are. This is a defense that gave up 0 touchdowns on Sunday. 0 rushing touchdowns 2 weeks ago. They gave up 2 rushing touchdowns the week before, and one of those was to Aaron. But as far as pass defense, last 3 weeks total 3 touchdowns. It's not a bad. This isn't a bad defense. This is one that's definitely learning. They're turning around. It's nothing like it was before the Bears game, or I guess before the Rams game, should I say? So they are significantly showing up for this defensive coordinator. Will he be with us this next season? My hope is that he does so well that he goes and gets a decent head coaching job somewhere. That'd be great. Because I would like to see a little bit of change, I'll be honest, at that position. Because we can't go off to these slow starts every year. That's what it can't be. We have a thing to where we pride ourselves on Baltimore defense. And if it's not going to happen, then that's the problem. Let's see. Hey, what do you think about Ardarius Washington and the snaps that he took?
I think that was good. That was good enough. It'll go up each game. It'll be more next week. Get his feet back under it. I didn't expect him or T-Rob to take that many steps. Not that early. Even though T-Rob had more of an effect because, he's so physical up front. But Darius did his job.
Yeah.
He was. They didn't. He did his job. He did his job.
Absolutely. Is Cheeto hurt, or is Cheeto actually going to be back?
We don't know. He said he got his foot caught up in the net, so he's day to day. So it was like some type of freak accident.
Okay.
But Teddy Buchanan is out for the season. Torn ACL, which is sad.
Tough,
Yeah.
Because this was a guy who was kind of shielding some of the Roquan and coverage type of mistakes and exposure. Teddy was out there helping to shield some of that and to hide some of that from those tight ends, those crossing wide receivers. So we're going to see how the Ravens adjust with that. You think Simpson's going back sitting next to Roquan, or how's it going to look?
Yeah, well, I think right now, I mean, you ain't got too much of a choice. I think this is a perfect opportunity for Trenton to stake his claim. You know what I mean?
Yep.
That's the biggest thing. I mean, I'm rooting for Trenton. I'm a big fan of him.
Oh yeah, me too. I think
I don't like Teddy Buchanan.
Mhm.
I think that he Teddy to me is more of a Mike. He's really a Mike linebacker. He's not a true will linebacker. Like
Yeah.
his coverage is not good. Him playing downhill has gotten better, But Trenton is like, to me, he seemed like a jack of all trades in certain forms of fashion. How he moves, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
At the same time, I think that I think that he like his him playing in the dime package. He probably can still do it, but I think they're going to give, because we got so many outside linebackers that are healthy right now.
Yeah.
Those reps will go more to Van Noy, or they'll do some type of mix, but it'll work out.
Well, they gave Aaron a call just because he whined about it.
Yeah.
About 12 men on the field. Goodness gracious. All right, so we are talking post game. I think we took advantage of a guy who was already, emotionally checked out when it came to this game, and I'm glad the Ravens showed up. I'm glad that they came through and they saw a man that was down, and they went ahead and got and curve stopped him and let him know, like, hey, you ain't finna come in here all emotional and still be able to throw a decent game on us. I think that the pressure applied was perfect. I think the amount of trash talk that came from Draymond Jones was just, it was chef's kiss, baby. Mm-hmm. Even after the game, he said, we whooped your butt, right? And I think that's exactly the type of personality we need in the flock. More of that marketing, or channel that inner Marcus Peters. So you get in people's head and play the way the Ravens is supposed to play. We supposed to be on your ass. That is what we do. Sorry, y'all. I'm just saying.
No, you're right. Go ahead, talk that talk.
And that's just and then when it comes to the offense, like, we got to stick to this ground game. When we stick to the ground game, when Derek gets 100 yards, 100 plus yards, we are doing big things. We won with Lamar completing 8 passes. 8. And they were some really solid touchdown. I mean, that touchdown to Zay, oh, that's beautiful. It was a thing of beauty. I was like watching the drive right before the half, and you just saw, like, hey, this is the stuff we used to see when Lamar was in his MVP mode, like full on deep shot passes with no fear.
Yep.
Just like, all right, I'm gonna put this ball up there and trust these guys to go get it. And I think that's what we have to do. You got to trust your guy to go get it. Oh, Kenny's here. What's up, Kenny? I appreciate you coming through, man. That showed like some real loyalty. You sitting here watching.
You should be watching your game, brother.
What?
I'll be watching my game. Wouldn't even be on here.
Oh man, I appreciate that. Hey, that showed like some real. Hey, y'all make sure y'all give Kenny a lot of love, man, because the loyalty is truly there, and we appreciate that.
No.
We just wish you were wearing the right color. Oh, your boy just threw a pick though. Your boy just threw. Did he throw that?
No,
dropped. All right, so we're going into, like I said, the post game thoughts. It is what it is. For the Ravens to be able to shut down, or not, I guess I can't even say shut down, because Jamar still had 130 some daggone yards.
He gonna get his, man.
He came out of the end zone with the big play, big tutty, big escape play. Let's say that's huge, And I think you can only hope to have that when it comes to the Bengals. You can slow him down, but you're not going to be able to fully stop him. That's just something that he's going to do. It's just like Jordan with the Knicks back in the day. Jordan was going to tear it. He's going to tear the Gardens up. That's just what he do. You hope that you can you can get other guys to turn up with him and have good team play and foul the crap out of him or whatever to get a W. But Jordan was going to tear the Knicks up. That's just what it does. What he do. Yo, is Longmire, is that delicious?
Mm-hmm.
Is Longmire delicious?
I have no idea.
I think that's delicious. I think that is like so. Right now, it's like the tags are different. So like whenever I try to look at the settings, it won't let me know. Let me see if it puts it on the stage the right way. Nope.
No, he's SG.
Yeah, ever since there was an update, it just messes things up. See, I think that is delicious.
No, he's Gerald.
Oh, Jared. Okay. All right. That's Jared. Okay, what's up, Jared? All right, so we are not showing that. What I need now is this to go away, and then so we discussed Cincy pretty much. They look. What can I say? They are a 4-10 team right now.
Mhm.
We got to move forward to a team that's actually been on a tear until last Sunday, where they ran across a team who actually was above 500. And yeah, like, what are you talking about? Like New England was 30th, 30th in the league
Mhm.
as far as strength of schedule. Strength of schedule. And I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about right here. I'm gonna read these off because it does matter. So the loss that they took to Oakland. Oakland is now a 2-12 team. Miami 6-7 right now, and they about to be 6-8 from what it looked like. Pittsburgh 7-6, so that's one team above 500 by week 3. They keep rolling to a 7-17. They are at 500. They're not above 500, so I'm not counting that one. Buffalo is a 10-14, so that's two teams above 500 so far. How many have they beaten? Because I think they lost to Pittsburgh. They only beat Buffalo. So far they've only gotten one win above for teams above 500 as we're looking at this schedule. They keep rolling. They beat New Orleans, a 4-10 team. They beat Tennessee, a 2-12 team. They beat Cleveland, a 3-11 team. They beat ATL, a 5-9 team. Tampa Bay at 500, 7-7. And I think they lost to Tampa, or they beat Tampa. New York, 3-11. Cincinnati, 4-10. New York, Giants, 2-12. Then they ran into the buzzsaw of Buffalo of 10-14. So that's maybe 3 teams total that they got to play that had records above 500.
Mhm.
And now, how many did they win against? 1. Now, of course, they have a case. We have a case against them or whatever to why we could take that W. But they also might have a case as well. Because how many teams above 500 have we beaten? 1. The Chicago Bears. How many teams have we played that have records above 500, though? You ready for this? We played 9. 9 teams with records above 500. Guess how many were playoff contenders from 2024 that we played against? 9 teams. We ran through the absolute gambit of teams to play against. It has been horrible. A really, really tough schedule that we had to run through. And that is why the Chiefs were getting whooped on too, because we were seeding some around the same, and that's why they were getting beat on because their schedule was pretty tough. Our schedule was rough, but you got teams like this, like New England, coming through getting a fairly easy schedule, and everybody's thinking that New England's back. So this is Baltimore's opportunity to let them know, hey, we ain't no slouch. We one of those teams that you need to worry about. What are your thoughts on that?
I agree, 100%. I agree. I don't think. I think they got playmakers, but I don't think. I look at them the same way I look at. Honestly, I look at New England the same way I look at Buffalo. No reason we shouldn't beat them.
Yeah, absolutely. You
So
look at that strength of schedule.
yeah, we should be able to beat them. So
So, like, let's say if you talk about records from the beginning of last season, so the Ravens, who we played, they had a record of 154 wins and 135 losses. Patriots, the teams they face, had a combined record of 124 wins and 165 losses.
we just played against probably the number one scoring offense, and we shut them down. That's not momentum going into the next game, because that's the best quarterback that you're going to see into the playoffs. Joe Burrow is the best quarterback we're going to see until we get to the playoffs.
Jared brought up a good point. He says New England comes to the crib. Now, I got to be honest with you. I'm having trouble understanding what our deal is with playing home games this year. We have not looked good,
Well,
especially on primetime television.
that's yeah. Usually I mean,
We got whooped on Thanksgiving.
we had two primetime games at home, right? We had the Detroit game.
Hmm.
That was a high scoring affair, and they looked like they were sleepwalking when they played uh,
The bang.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So that's the only two games that we played at home on prime time that we didn't look good. Um, it's
Yeah, we
time to
just.
redeem yourself. That that's you can't do nothing about the past. You just gotta fix it. You
Mhm.
know, we normally on point on prime time on especially on the Sunday night game. Monday night we've been 50-50 when we are the home team.
Mhm.
We've only played. This is the funny thing. As long as the Ravens have been around, they've only had three Monday night games at home, and that's Kansas City twice,
Mhm.
1-1, and we lost to Detroit. So
Yeah.
I don't put too much stock into it. And then the Thanksgiving game
And
again.
it was home games in
It's,
general
it's,
this season. I
it's
feel like did we win
a,
more on the road?
yeah.
Yeah, I think we won more on the road than we did at home this year.
Huh?
So I feel like we won more on the road than we have at home this year.
Yeah, well, we have a lot. Remember, you got to remember a lot of the games that we played at home. Half of the team was injured. The Rams game,
Hmm.
uh, Houston game.
Okay.
Well, who else did we lose to at home? Like during that time, we didn't really lose to anybody else.
Thought we lost to Pitt, didn't we? Let's see.
Pittsburgh recently, right? So it's been a tough year, and
I
there's no
just feel
line.
like I feel like the Ravens owe the flock at the house at the crib an actual good performance. They owe them a good outing, and they deserve to walk out of that stadium with their heads high.
Yeah, 100%.
And I think when it comes to that, we got a chance. We got a chance, but it looks like it's going to be different than what we were expecting to be able to do. Of course, I still expect us to be able to run the ball, but this is a team that's only given up 7
Tua
runs
is
touchdown.
trash. Sorry.
Go ahead.
Tua is straight trash, bro.
Oh,
He's
he threw
you know,
another. He threw
no,
another pick. I
he's
must have
just trash. Like I don't even know what you're seeing when you throwing these balls, man. He almost threw another pick. He
Oh, he
wasn't.
almost threw another pick.
What are you doing?
So right, was it 21-3 right now?
Yeah, it's trash though. The defense is giving up, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I
He
can't.
like to get. Oh gosh, and then they just
Congratulations
doing
again.
screen passes like. And where's the vision? The vision. Oh my gosh, Miami is so bad. This is just a really, really bad team to show on Monday Night Football. Like, why did they do this to them?
I don't know what he's doing right now. He's just taking sacks. Like
Mr. Brooks said, "What's the score? My TV broke.
yeah,
21-3.
3,
Hmm.
21-3.
You ain't cooking. The TV broke. What? Why is the nephew coming to visit? Like, come
Yeah,
on, bro.
21-3. They
Mm-mm.
they gonna win this game. They inspired. They got the Super Bowl team there. Who the heck went down? Somebody went down.
Mm-hmm. Question about, I guess not question, but a statement that I wanted to talk about was when it comes to like this defense, or excuse me, this offense for New England. Do you think they real, or you think they faking? Because
Decent.
we saw like good rush attack, like a
Against
really solid rush
decent.
attack on Sunday, right?
They got a decent running team. It's just hard to put stock in. I don't know who they beat that was good. Like Tampa Bay looks like when they beat Tampa Bay, they have beat up.
Mm-hmm.
When they beat Buffalo the first time, it seemed like Buffalo gave them the game because they were just making stupid mistakes and
Yeah, Buffalo was the only team that
like
legit
division.
500.
It happen. It is a division game, so anything can happen most of the time. But I'm not trying to knock them like that. But
Yeah. So I told you I'm married to the enemy upstairs, right?
oh yeah.
Yeah, she is a New England Patriots fan who's been quiet for 5 years. years.
Keep it quiet then. Don't say nothing to
It's
her.
been a glorious 5 years.
Yeah, well then don't say nothing to her.
You know what I'm
Don't bring the game up. Let it ride. Let it
Now,
ride.
yeah,
Child,
she came out now. She talking this stuff.
let it
Drake
talk.
made this and how gorgeous he looks, this, that, and the other. It reminds me of a fat face Tom Brady or whatever. I'm like, or a fat face Gronkowski. I don't know. And she over here one. She talking about she watching her pets and how they went in and seeing how we losing and she kicking me while I'm down. So it's gonna be a civil war, bro. It's gonna be ugly. It's gonna be a civil war. Ain't nothing I can do. You know, there's gonna be some trash talk in this house. We probably gotta have a no trash talking rule. She gonna mess around and put a dog in one of the jerseys, which is usually her downfall. So I'm hoping that happens. But because every time she puts the dog in the jersey, one of these like she put the dog in a Gronk jersey, then they take an L. They clearly take an L. But this woman been talking trash for years about her Patriots and how great they are and this, that, and the other. And of course, my stepfather liked to remind her of all the asterisks next to all of those Super Bowls. And so it turned into a nasty debate. But, you know, when we first got married, our team was beaten in the AFC Championship, you know, a couple of times, or at least in the playoffs on the regular. And so that was like the beginning of our marriage. It was pretty rocky, man. It was hit and miss. Hit and miss.
Yeah.
You know, we football is our thing. You know, you see it above the Lamar's picture here is faith, family, and football. Faith, family, football, and friends is but that's our mantra. You know, she loves the game just as much as I do. My daughter is a big college football fan. Of course, Cameron is a Chiefs fan, and he seems to be taking it okay. I told him, you know, he actually walked out of the room just as they threw the final pick yesterday.
Yeah.
He was doing a chore because his mother called him upstairs or whatever. And I'm just like, I ain't really have it in me to tell him. I'm like, golly, I got to tell this man that not only did Pat tear his ACL and is done for to about maybe November of next year, if we're being realistic. I tell him that they took an L and they're out of the playoffs and Uncle Rico threw the pick.
I feel bad for him, you know, that happened. That was horrible.
Oh, okay. Brooke said her life falling apart. He lives with her. Okay. Maybe we had to do some super chats for you or something. Oh boy. But yeah, so when it comes to the Pats, man, it's like I'm not a believer of this Patriot brand of football that it is back like they're ready to dominate. I believe that they've played a lot of easy games and they did come to step up against the Bills at least once. But I do think there was a Monday night game where I thought the Giants had a chance. I thought the Giants had a real chance of coming back on them.
They should have. Well, the Giants.
Yeah.
Really, they should have lost to the Falcons.
Mm-hmm.
That was just as bad play because of the field goal unit. Phoenix did everything to get him down here a couple times. Who else?
I mean, the Bucks. You know, they just you don't know who the Bucks.
The Bucks was injured though. They was coming up about, but they had a lot of injuries. With,
and then
I just don't really know anybody that they really played that was like, okay, they're this dominant team. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So they had it, like you said, they had the failures. They had pretty much the easiest schedule because of you know, they had
the schedule, yeah.
They had the worst Western name, so they should have, you know, pretty much a pretty easy schedule.
There's a lot of gimmies on that schedule, and with us, we had the full gambit, and everybody was ready, licking their chops, prepared. They had the daggone calendar circled to whoop our butt, and sure enough, a majority of them got us. But I think the Lamar we saw, even though it was 8 passes, the Lamar we saw Sunday looked better.
They called. Sorry, brother. I'm looking at this. They doing a lot of. I feel like they giving Pittsburgh the game. Like they doing a bit too much.
They just laying down.
The calls. The refs is making.
Okay, yeah, you can't beat the refs and the daggone.
Yeah, that's the same thing when we played. So it feel like the same thing right now. Like some of these calls is not making sense.
Yeah.
Got a taunting call for really just not doing much or nothing.
Mm-hmm.
It's too much. Like you gotta let the man play, man. Don't do nothing. Let him play.
That's insane.
He ain't do nothing. Let
You
him
know,
play.
I was looking forward to that one cat that he was here last week to come back on the show. The one who got us all riled up.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even remember this guy. Yeah,
Talking that hardball nonsense. I'm like, wait a minute, bro. Just a minute.
need to hear what he's talking about.
Yeah, I think he failed to understand it. When you lose as a team.
Yeah.
And you win as a team. And he kind of tried to make it seem like Lamar got into the AFC Championship, but Harbaugh had nothing to do with it. And Harbaugh lost the championship. But I'm like, Lamar was there too. And he didn't have a full understanding of how teams work.
We keep holding up this ring that we got like so many years ago. We talk about that's the he has the championship ring. So what does that stand? What does that mean? Though?
Mm-hmm.
It has nothing to do with the dog water right now. The dog water is dirty. Give him fresh water. it ain't.
It was definitely bottom bowl stuff there. Just
foolery.
Yeah. So as we talking about like keys to victory, what is one key to victory you think we need to really focus on when it comes to the Pats?
Don't let their run game get started, and they big on big plays. That's all. They don't sustain drives. Everything's been that's happened for them is all big plays. So you got to get it together. Like you got to come out there. I expect the defense to be just as dominant. Study like you need to.
Mm-hmm.
Go out there and be dominant, and I expect the offense to keep turning over. It seemed like it's getting it together. This time it didn't take to the second half. It took to the second quarter, but also you got to look at they really didn't have like a lot of plays, in that quarter. So, in the first quarter, I think they had 2 drives.
Yeah.
And I'm not giving no pass. I know you kind of gave Joe Burrow a pass. I'm not giving no pass. You said what you had to say on whatever day it was. You was out there ready to play. You wanted to play spoiler. Yeah. And I'm not giving no pass. And that's one of the top scoring offenses, whoever's in there.
Like I say, I was like, that's why I was glad that you come in and you see a guy down like that, you kick them when they down. You don't sit there and be like, oh, we get a pass and we probably gonna play out of this guy's level. No, I'm glad that they put their foot on his throat.
For a team that's been scoring 30-something points each game,
mm-hmm.
and it should tell you, we put it together. We have the talent. It's just the mindset. The majority of the players that we have this year, we had last year and the year before that. There's no reason. You know what I mean? There's no reason for us to, the injuries played a big part, especially because our leader got injured.
Yeah, absolutely.
Things could have definitely changed.
Mm-hmm.
Could have probably after that Kansas City game, we could have rattled off, I don't know how many wins if he didn't get hurt. You understand what I'm saying? So, it's unfortunate, but this the hand we dealt, and we just gotta dance. We gotta dance with it. You know what I mean? And we gotta handle our business.
Yeah.
Win your 4 straight. That's all you need to do. Win all your 4.
We got to. So when it comes to this particular game, for me, there's 2 things I think that we have to ensure that we take care of. The time of possession battle got to win this one because the Patriots are 8th in time of possession. They know how to they know how to stay on the field on third down. They have a 43.1% efficiency rate of third down conversions.
Mm-hmm.
The Ravens 20-something. I think it's like 26 or whatever.
Yeah.
So we got to stay on the field. We got to win that time of possession and continue those drives. But with them, we got to get them off the field. We got to help them to realize that their run game is not that special. That Henderson is a decent running back, but we need to make sure he stays quiet. And I think we got to play them the same way we played Jaden. We played Waddell. What's his name? Warren. Warren from Pittsburgh. Mm-hmm. We got to play them exactly the same way. We can't come in there soft expecting to get this W. We got to go take it. We got to take it, kick it, and pull it out, kicking and screaming. But yeah, those are my 2 key factors for the victory. And I told you we was going to do about a 30-minute show. So if you got any last thoughts on the Pats or even the game tonight, man, just let out what you got.
party going, man. We just gotta keep winning. And see y'all next Monday, hopefully, before we have a win to going into Christmas, God willing. So
absolutely. I feel like we got to get these dubs, one way or another. I don't care how they happen, but just make sure they happen. A lot of mistake-free football has got to happen because you know how it is in the past when it came to the Pats when we play them. The refs was kind of on one side because Tamisha was there, but now Tamisha ain't there. We ain't got much to worry about. We ain't got much. Hopefully, we got to like that.
Tamisha.
You ain't got to worry about Tamisha. You know what I'm saying?
Call Tom Brady, call Tamisha. Oh man,
you got to worry about. Because when he was back there fussing about the calls back in the day, I was just like, he acting like he acting real unfamiliar right now. So we
Tamisha, Tamisha ain't gonna be there. So
you know what I'm saying, like they ain't got Tamisha. Tamisha, she part of the Raiders ownership right now. So
man,
but that's what it is. So we got to get in there. We got to make Dre May scared. We got to scare this cat. He got to be shaking in his boots when he sees Draymond Jones and sees Mike Green show up on that other side. Like, they got to let these boys just go complete ham on this dude, man. Because the more pressure we apply with Trav Jones, with Draymond Jones, with Kyle Van Noy, we got dogs on the line. We just got to get the job done. All right, so with that said, folks, we're going to roll out. We say thanks for tuning in to the home of Original Sports Perspective. From our cash to yours.
Congratulations on your win, Kenny. See you soon.
See you soon, my boy. Cameroon, Couch Rider Raven saying we out. 2 claps, fade to flat.
Luke, what's
peace.
Introducing the Couch Rider Raven Report. Let's go. Ravens, Ravens, Ravens. Couch Rider. Ravens, Ravens, Ravens. We gon' ride out. Ravens, Ravens, Ravens. Couch Rider. We gon' ride out.
For some of you Twitter gangsters, this is just a hobby, Original Sports Perspective. You can't stop me. Couch Rider Report, it's reflective. Please respect it. You will get checked, and your knowledge will be tested. I ain't the coldest Raven, but this is my show. Shout out to the Barry White of rap for the beat, though.